EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To the air right away is Brady. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now Brady. To McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, Brady. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient. Along with that aggressiveness, he's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dwayne Smoot, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Brady to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second down and goal. Brady. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Hey, 56.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Sammy Watkins from 3 yards out. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a touchdown.
Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some room to run now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to touchdown. Jamar Chase, 55 yards. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen stopping this well, this efficiently, I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Brady. Going up top for Kupp. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
J-Ron Kearse in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, Vartman. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 9, Carr. This goes out wide for Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now Carr again. Going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To try again after the sack. Carr. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action. It's Murray rolling to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now, pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of the... plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On second and very short, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The kick by McManus is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Murray's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Regular. 450.
Brady to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this throw caught left side and out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Carr now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Carr to throw again.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense for the AFC set to go now, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. Now the NFC going to take a timeout there second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Brady. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the NFC has retaken the lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that, and oh, we've seen it all now, it's a fake. And that'll be incomplete, but remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The return from his end zone is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now, and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist and what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, 166.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And the NFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get any. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Brady now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
14, got it.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. That'll be caught by Cup. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the NFC, they take advantage of the interception. They turn it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. While no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now the NFC going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On
1st and 10, here's Brady.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys...
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. even on first and second down. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, blew a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Breece Hall, 22 yards. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as well as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The NFC punt team out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Flush to his right.
Connected with Mixon. Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wilson to throw.
Finding Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2 plays already up near midfield.
Well, partner, they can move quick when they have to, and right now, they're looking really good.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Wilson.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Back to throw it. Murray on the move to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.